Yeah. Cool. All right, and Rom's still not really here.
Are you
What?
high?
Oh, I can see him now.
Oh
Wait,
no,
how
I
can you
know,
not?
but he's not really here.
Yeah, I am.
Are you high?
He's high. Okay.
Aram's not here, but Snaga is.
Alright, Arambe.
Don't
I think you
worry.
should change your name to Arambe. You're
Permanently.
like a big lug, and your name is Arambe.
did Benton, did Alex ever make that connection that we call him Arambe?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh, I never heard it. Someone should have shared that tasty meme.
Did you
Alright.
not realize it was about Harambe?
5E. See here. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Pardon my lateness. It's been a rough week. However, that's just gonna have to do it. That is just gonna have to do it. Okay. Give me 60 seconds to finish off the touch of the thing that I need to fix, and I will be ready. But the point is, to recap, where we last left off, your group, accompanied by your new companion, Avon the Bard, found and entered the city of Tora. Following the suspicion that the teleportation circle that you guys seek to get to the northern Dwarven-controlled mountains is located in a building known as the Lyceum. But upon entering, you saw a dark-skinned, old practitioner of magic who informed you that the sigil to get to what he referred to as the Cardinal Encampment has long been lost since the last war, and that no one accessible would be able to give you that sigil. But his words seem to suggest that there really is at least one person, but when you pressed further, he refused to say. After Vicaris tried very, very hard to force this information out of the individual, and Snaga began to attempt to assault him, he activated a security system that has left Vicaris and Avon frozen in place in between four stone pillars with strange arcane runes emanating bright blue light from them. And as Snaga ran into a wall trying to chase the practitioner of the arcane through the Lyceum, and as Inza and Snaga attempted to break the pillars, you were then surrounded on all sides by massive suits of armor that were not filled with men, but instead were filled with swirling blue arcane energy that seemed to fill out the armor as fully as a human body would. Perhaps even larger. That is where we left off, and as soon as I add the following little thing, we'll be ready to roll. Bada bing. And almost there. So yeah, you guys can, in the meantime, feel free to talk amongst yourselves and figure out what your next move is.
Okay, so first of all, if Vicaris was next to me, I would slap him upside the head.
Mm-hmm. Noted. Noted.
Like, why? And yeah.
I'm just gonna try to free them again.
Surrender to them.
Fuck that.
Yes.
No.
Give it up.
Give it up.
How many of those suits of armor are there?
You were, as you were being surrounded, you noticed you were surrounded by 8 of them.
Oh, we can kick them. We can kick their asses. We got this. 4 of us for each 2 of them. One for 2. We got this.
Okay, almost finished here. One more little adjustment. Oh crap, wait. Benton, do you remember how I told you that sometimes there just aren't spells there?
Oh, I remember.
Uh-huh, so you can't automatically fill it in. You gotta go through the laborious task of doing it yourself. Yeah, same goes for monsters. It's much less frequent, but there's the occasional monster that's just not there, and I have to type
Yeah.
in every stat manually. And oh my god, is it horrible. Okay, so let me go ahead and... Oh, okay, that didn't work for some reason. Almost. Sorry about that, let me just... Edit. Oh, there we go, that's the problem. Done. Okay, and... slap these over here. See, I have a terrible procrastinating problem when it comes to planning for D&D, as with everything else in my life. And I just underestimate how much planning it's going to take in the end, every time. Okay, he's gonna throw the characters down where they were. And last we saw them, it was... Inza was here, and Snaga was probably just about...
Are you guys looking at something that I'm not?
Oh no, I haven't loaded anything yet.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, and here we... go. Hey Julia, you got earbuds there.
Yeah, one sec.
Savage.
Okay, can everyone see?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, that
Better?
guy looks like such a fuck.
Oh yeah, I can't hear anything. Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool. Alright, so, Vakaris and Avon. Vakaris, you can move your right arm, but the rest of your body is still paralyzed by the stone slabs surrounding you. And Avon is still completely frozen, just kind of looking around with his pale blue eyes, kind of looking pretty freaked out. What do you guys do?
I try to wave my arm to back them off.
Okay, you guys all see Vakaris. You know, Vakaris, make a performance check.
Give me a sec.
Hey, is there a way for me to turn the music down on my
Yes,
end?
there is.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
Yeah, no, it was good that we discovered that setting. I don't even think that setting was here when the campaign started, like several months ago.
Yeah.
Because I could never like picture how loud it was. There's just too much of a difference between computers.
And every song is different too. Like every song is a
Exactly.
totally different volume level. I've noticed.
Okay, so was that set on repeat? Probably not. Yes, it was. Cool. All right. All right. So you all, Snaga and Ainza, you can see Vakaris begins waving his hand in such a way he's able to convey to you like he does not want to fight these these sets of armor. He seems to want to
Sets.
surrender them.
Okay.
I would like to flip him off and then try to break one of the pillars that are holding him captive.
Okay, that would be this one. You've been hammering away at this one. That
Okay.
one more strike, and you feel it will probably. Well, here we'll go ahead and put these two over here. One more strike on this one. Well, we'll do this and this, or like this, or like that. Okay, cool. All right. Hey, you know what?
Oh, she's all the way out
It's
there.
more like this.
That's that better.
Okay. You guys have been cracking this one, and once you broke one of the runes on its face, Vakaris started to be able to hit one of his arms. So you'd like to attempt to hit this?
Yep.
Okay, Vakaris, you see
Do a hammer.
Snaga flip you off, kind of give you a grunt, and then slam the slab with his warhammer again. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Thanks, Snaga. You're so considerate.
Okay, Snaga, slam. You crack another one of the runes on this pillar, and Vakaris, you can feel the lower half of your body begin to free. Except only on your right side. So now you can move your right arm and right leg, but the left half of your body is still perfectly paralyzed.
Okay.
Okay. Inza, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna continue breaking it. What did I use last time to break it?
You
Your
were
mace,
using,
I think.
You're still using spiritual weapon.
Okay, I'll use that
Yeah.
again.
You have a massive spiritual, bright blue glowing mace floating over your head. You keep slamming into the
Okay.
pillar over and over again.
Okay.
Okay. So you spin the mace around again, floating over your head, and you slam it into the pillar. Go ahead and make an attack with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, how do I do that? Spells. Spiritual weapon. Shit, that's not what I meant to do.
No, I mean, you did it.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay. So you slam it into the pillar, and you see one of the last rune, the third rune on the white stone pillar, crack. Vicaris, you start to be able to gain control of your neck, and you can see and Inza, you can see behind you, Avon begins to move his shoulder. And with that, these suits of armor
Hey, babies.
come charging
Hey,
over.
babies. They're gonna fucking wreck me.
They're gonna wreck all of us. We shouldn't fight them.
Okay,
What
so
are we supposed to do?
You.
Okay. Okay, Snaga, you are rushed by the knights, and give me a second.
Plus, I didn't even attack them. I attacked the pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna arrest the pillar. They're gonna arrest your ass.
All right, the knights, not the knights, but the suits of armor charge you. They are these black. Ignore the pictures. Black suits of armor filled with bright blue glowing energy. They charge you, swinging these jagged black longswords straight at you, adorning tower shields in their offhand. You stand firm behind your shield, small as it is, and try to block everything. But in the flurry of blows that they begin to slam you with, you end up getting slashed twice, and you take a total of 20 points of slashing damage as the blades cleave through your flesh. Inza? Let's see
Oh
here.
shit.
Inza, this suit of armor, as you watch Snaga desperately shielding as many blows as he can, but getting sliced across the torso, you watch as this suit of armor then charges up and rams its sword straight through your shoulder, and you take 16 points of slashing damage.
16!
16 points of slashing damage.
16! Holy shit, that's half my...
Vicaris and Avon, you see the suits of armor stand over you imposingly with their shields and sword raised in kind of like an intimidating cease and desist kind of motion. But Vicaris, by this point, as the rune's magic begins to fade, you gain control of your mouth again.
I'd like to drop to my knees and put my hands behind my head.
Okay, you're able to drop
Surrender.
you attempt to drop to one knee, but realize you still can't move your left leg. And so you, in response, you just take your this arm you can still move, you just kind of raise it up above your head in an extremely, like, surrendering motion. But the rest of you just still can't move. You can talk, though. But
We surrender, I yell.
okay, you hear Vicaris yell, "We surrender." What do you do, Snaga?
Smoke a blunt, apparently.
Yeah, he did. How do they react to his "we surrender"?
You watch as the one standing by him kind of like stand back and look much less aggressive.
Ooh, damn. Fine, I surrender.
You surrender? Okay,
I surrender.
Okay, you drop your weapons and raise your hands. As you both do that, all the suits of armor kind of stand back and at attention. And with this,
Now,
with that, ooh, Dark Julia.
It was bothering me.
So, after the pieces of armor stop moving and they just kind of stand there at attention, you hear outside the sounds of many footsteps And eventually you see the white stone doors thrown open. In walks a man with deep golden blonde hair and a thick blonde beard. He looks up to you with deep blue eyes, and you can see he's currently adorning all white. A medieval Victorian-esque suit and kind of a white cloak draped over his clothing that has rainbow-colored tassels fixated on it.
Everyone's like super like gay. Or
Well,
rainbow and shit.
You wouldn't know this, Julia, but they've seen these colors before. But you'll have to find out what they mean later. Anyway, so you see the white stone doors slam open, and as you all, as Vikaris, you can slightly move your head. Inza and Snaga, you turn around to see this man walking in. You can see through the doors there are a number of city guards on the outside, currently standing at attention with their weapons drawn. And you see this refined-looking gentleman walk in, kind of look at you all disgusted. You attempt to attack a practitioner of magic inside the Lyceum. You are clearly not from Torah.
I would like to say that we work for the Empire and he defied their orders.
A band of rabble like you working for the Empire. That's a good one. We'll see about that.
Show them the certificates, Snago!
I whip out my contract and say, what now?
Okay, as you put down your hands and move toward the desk, you are immediately stopped by Suit of Armor. It charges right up to you and holds its power shield right up to your body and its sword drawn. Your contract. Silas, can you... He looks up to the ceiling. Silas, please come down here and let's discuss, shall we? All of a sudden, you see, coming out of the wall on the far side of the room again, as if walking through a waterfall, you see the dark-skinned wizard emerge again. Walking out, it's like, well, I am glad to see they have been subdued. Silas, I am so terribly sorry. I cannot believe you were assaulted by these... We haven't had to deal with this in years. I thought word would have reached far enough that you do not attack the Lyceum, but they're clearly not from here. Let's see this contract they speak of. You watch as the gentleman garbed in white walks over to the counter, and Silas simply picks up the kind of messed up piece of parchment, hands it to him. He picks it up. Please. You are all apparently not good listeners. First and foremost, this is your subcontract. You don't even have the actual group contract, so that already takes away from the credibility of this document. Secondly, apparently you didn't open your ears when this was discussed with you. These contracts give you the right to operate as a band of mercenaries and to take jobs on behalf of the Empire. You are not some elite squad. You are not diplomatically immune to the laws of the cities of the Aryan Empire, and you cannot assault its citizens. Learn your place.
Absolutely.
And as Vikaris, you begin to spit out words. He kind of looks at you and says, he kind of looks around. It's like, not to mention, you're all clearly outsiders in more than just one sense.
He went there.
Ah.
He went there.
Ah.
Yeah? Should I attempt to punch this guy in the face?
Please, sir. We've come from a most barbaric town by the name of Lamwell. They have no rhyme or reason there.
With this, he kind of looks at you piteously and he goes, Silas, I think they've been restrained enough. He goes, absolutely. You watch as Silas puts his fingers back on the counter and turns, and you watch the runes glow on the counter again, and the sigils the runes on the pillars stop glowing and the pillars retract into the ceiling. With this, you've gained your full movement, and as your muscles become unseized, you react as you would if you had to seize your muscles for several minutes straight. You collapse onto the ground, your muscles feel like absolute jello, and Avon does the same. And he looks down and says, well, naturally, being under the rule of Duchess Buress, I know a thing or two about Lamwell.
Who dis chick?
You're that filthy band of rabble that stopped her annexation. Oh, yeah.
You'd be correct, sir.
Oh, yeah.
That's us.
I think we will most certainly be showing you your place. You watch as he takes the contract and rips it in half. And throws it.
I would like to
throws
punch
it.
this person in the face.
You'd like to
run
attempt to
up
punch
to
him in
him.
the face? You're currently body
Yeah.
checked by a suit of armor. You would have to make a dexterity check to get around him. Go ahead.
What's he gonna do? He'll just hurt me. It doesn't matter. Yeah, dexterity check.
Yeah.
Please
go
don't
ahead.
die.
Make it. Alright, and that's gonna work.
Where is this guy in relation to me?
Standing right here.
I try to stop Snaga when he does this.
Okay, Vakaris, you go ahead and make another. Well, doesn't matter, because as Snaga, you watch as Snaga's face gets more furiously angry, and with the ripping of the contract, you see him, and he tries to charge around the suit of armor, but as he does, the suit of armor slams his shield into Snaga and body checks him into the counter. Snaga, you don't take any damage, but you get slammed into the counter and feel the wind knocked out of you as you're being pressed down with unimaginable weight by the tower shield of this floating suit of armor. Now then, as I said, you will learn your place. Guards, and with this, more guards begin to filter into the room. Yes, Inza?
Can I be excused? I had nothing to do with this.
Does
Can
Inza
I
say
go
that?
home now? No. I just have no idea what this contract was about, so...
The contract was
Like-
just us and the Empire. Oh yeah,
Okay.
you weren't there for that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure there for
wasn't
that.
there.
Anyway, okay, guards wearing sterling silver armor begin to filter into the room. They approach all of you and latch manacles onto your hands, having they strap your arms behind you and latch manacles onto your wrists. You all see as Avon is getting roughed around and latched on. It's like, hey, be gentle. I like where this is going, but maybe not. And you watch him getting picked up and dragged out of the Lyceum. You're all picked up, brought to your feet, and then led forcibly out of the Lyceum.
Weak.
Okay, as you're brought into the town, you see a crowd has gathered, and they're just like looking concerned, like, what just happened? What? You hear whispers like, did someone attack the Lyceum? Like that sort of thing. Just murmurs throughout the crowd that is drawing. A crowd is drawn actually so big that it's basically the size of the population of Lamwell at this point, to give you a sense of the grandioseness of the city. You are then kind of presented in a line. Once everything seems kind of organized, and you actually can see as you're being drug out, the suits of armor begin to walk back down the hallways of the Lyceum, where they originated. Once you're outside in the middle of a town square proper, and you're lined up, you're looked up and down by the blonde-haired individual once again. Well, as much as I would love to send you to the keep first, that's not standard procedure. And normally we would not send a woman to the Colosseum.
Not again.
But I think we can make an exception for a demon spawn. And you see him spit on the ground at your feet. Okay, and with that,
Nice.
you are all... He looks to his men. Take them to the Colosseum. You know the drill.
I would like to start struggling like no other.
Okay, you currently have 2 guards on you because they know how strong you are. Go ahead and make a strength check. Okay, you're able to kick one guard off you while one guard still wrestles on to your arm and is still keeping you from getting completely free. Just as you're about to muster the strength to kick him off, you feel a blade under your chin. And you see that the blonde-haired, white-cloaked man has drawn his sword and is currently holding it up to your throat. This is your last warning. Do not think I am so civilized that I will not execute a filthy half-orc in the middle of the street.
This guy's a real
Dick.
charmer.
Now, will we have any further problems?
Cool it. You're fine.
That's what I thought. He takes the sword away and sheathes it. Okay. Snaga kind of like resigns to his unfortunate fate, and you all begin to be carried off through the city. And as you are being led, everyone is staring at you. Everyone is staring at you and whispering, kind of looking down on you even more than normal. So let's see here. Okay, I just wanted to check. Okay, cool. So, you're eventually, as you're being led to the Colosseum, all of a sudden you can see cresting over the tops of the buildings, you can see, rising in the distance, there is a Colosseum. The Colosseum you first saw when you entered this valley, even from a distance. You're led through a series of passages through the massive stone archways of this Colosseum, this arena. You're led through dark hallways, and eventually you are met with jail cells, tossed in, and these cells are locked behind you by the guards.
Well, this is fun.
Not
Way
for
to
long.
go, nerds.
I most certainly did not plan to be in this particular circumstance when I came here. I do partially blame myself. Perhaps I should have stepped in. You all are crazy.
You're not
Any
wrong.
social skills, right, Snaga?
Oh, I hate this. My guy is just miserable. You can just tell he is not happy. He doesn't like Coliseum. He doesn't like a jail cell. He is not happy.
Some
By the way,
PTSD going there.
Snaga, as you were being led through the crowd, you go ahead and roll me a perception check. Yeah, you could hear. What is that knocking sound out of by chance?
Not from my room. Ben's in my room.
Anyone else hear a frequent tap tap?
I do.
I
Yeah,
do.
Julia.
No.
Julia.
What am I I'm not doing anything. I can't hear it.
Is it part of a song or something? No, it can't be.
No. Anyway, I think I like to picture that someone's actually knocking on Julia's door, and Julia is just hardcore.
There's nobody here.
I swear. Yeah. So,
I swear.
Slanka, you couldn't hear too much, but you did hear. You heard there was a general theme you heard from some of the murmurs as you being drug around, like staring angrily at the people who were staring back at you with their disdain. You heard something to the effect of, "They'll fight all the other ones who have nothing to live for." That's all. That's pretty much all you were able to glean. Okay. With that, you all find yourselves kind of sitting in these cells, locked tight with very thick wrought iron bars, and no one seems to come by, and minutes pass, then hours.
Can this be a rest then? Because I'm low.
You're currently chained.
I've slept in this situation before. Many times.
Okay, I will go ahead and say... I'll go ahead and say that they probably did bandage you on the way so that you wouldn't bleed out. So go ahead, I will say it's a short rest, but you cannot roll any more than one hit die.
Which one is the hit dice?
Except that as you cannot roll any more than one hit die. However, as you're all sitting there, just kind of like trying to feel your body's wounds close up and trying to regain your constitution, all of a sudden you start hearing singing. is incredibly beautiful when you look, and it's coming from Avon. His normal kind of rambunctious and flamboyant demeanor is gone, and he seems to be very meditative as he sings. You feel the music actually resonate within your bodies, and so anyone who expends a hit die during this short rest, you can expend 2.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just roll 2d8s plus your Constitution modifier.
Or if you want to... did she add them to her character sheet? Because they are on there.
Yeah, I mean they're plugged in like automatically.
You see where it says hit dice on your character sheet?
Yeah, what it comes up with an input value? What do I input?
Your Constitution modifier. I think. Give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Nope. You rolled 4 of them.
Okay, that's how many times I roll. I got it now.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, go ahead and ignore that roll then. Well, hold on. We can probably just take the first one of that. You rolled a 5. So 5 plus 2, you gain 7, and then 14.
9?
No, he rolled, so 7 and... Oh, hold on. Yeah, whoa, where was my math coming from? Yeah, you're right, it's 9. 7 and 9. 7 and 9 hit points. So Julia, go ahead and press on... Do you not, on your character sheet, right under the shield where it says armor class, on the front page?
Armor class.
Yep, it's a picture of a shield and has a number in it.
Yeah, oh, hit dice.
Yep, go ahead and press the
Okay.
D8, and then select 2 as the modifier. Boom. Yeah. 8 points. You heal back.
Oh, okay.
That was just honestly a really crappy roll on both those dice. That sucks. But the point is, you got 2. Yeah, and you're kind of, so now you're just kind of curious, like, why did Avon singing heal you? Anyway, hours pass until night eventually falls. Eventually, you see torchlight light up the hallway in this, like, latticed stone coliseum that you've entered. You see the torchlight gets closer and closer until it's shining in your eyes, and you have to adjust your eyes that were comfortable in the darkness. You see, wearing a thick, dark cloak, a man kind of lumbers over with 2 guards. You see under his cloak he has a very muscular figure, and yet he's also got it's also very bent and like weirdly proportioned. He seems to almost walk with a hunch and has an extremely long torso with shorter than average legs. He just kind of looks like a strange human, almost monstrous in appearance. And he looks down at all of you and just kind of goes, You know, normally, the only guests I have to my Colosseum are those who have no choice, bought and paid for, and forced to fight. And at this point, the torchlight is currently, like, shading his face, but as he's leaning down, it's beginning to illuminate one side of the angles of his visage. One very large, very buggy eye with spindly hair that is a mix of brown and gray. Looks unwashed, untaken care of. The cloak he wears is made of some kind of heavy fur. No one has paid for you. No one cares if you live or die. And that makes this even more delicious.
Why is he Russian?
My guy starts straining against his manacles. Like, I really just want to kill this guy.
Yes. Keep that fire. Keep that passion.
This
I
guy
want-
creeps me out.
I want to see it tomorrow. And
So
with
creepy.
this, the light just begins to shine on his face, and you see extremely sharp features, extremely spindly and gaunt face, barely any fat. Almost looks like a skeleton.
Is
He
an
has,
insect?
and you notice he has one bulging, crazed eye and one normal-looking one staring at you in the darkness. I expect great things. Rest well. And he stands back up and proceeds out, and the guards follow him with their torches.
The fuck is that thing?
The rest of the night goes on without incident. There we go.
Incident.
Uh,
Use your words.
I don't wanna. We're gonna play D&D with pictures and nothing else. The night continues to pass without incident, and eventually you all fall asleep. But given the circumstance and your wounded nature, sleeping on a hard stone floor, it's not a restful night's sleep, and you don't gain benefit from it. The only thing you do gain are any spells that have been expended.
Oh.
But no health comes to you.
I need to refresh my computer. I can't see anyone.
All
Good.
You know,
Ah,
there he
shit.
is.
Okay.
It's times like these that make me cringe the fact that I don't get to do a D&D session in a room.
You know
Makes me
what?
just want to kill myself. Alright, cool. Alright, so you're all woken by the clanging of bars. As a sword is currently being dragged across the bars. I hear a guard yelling, "Get your breakfast!"
Oh god, what's it gonna be?
Slid through slots in the bars that are specifically shaped for the bowls. Bowls of mush, really, are just sent your way. It sates your gripping hunger from the restless night, but it doesn't do much else in the way of satisfying you. With this, you can actually hear, there seems to be just kind of more ambient noise in the air, and at first it's kind of hard to tell what it is, but eventually you can tell it's actually people. And it sounds like there are just kind of people filling the Colosseum. With that, you are all, eventually, multiple guards come by, and they unlock the gate. You see them with their hands on their swords. Alright, you're being transported. No funny movements, or we kill you on sight. You understand?
Understood.
Yep.
Alright.
Wow.
Okay, they all hoist you up and begin leading you through. Eventually, you are led to kind of this open passageway that leads into the central area of the arena. And now you can see there's a steady crowd beginning to fill the Colosseum seating, and you see before you a dirt fighting pit. And as you look closer, you all can see that the sand is partially stained crimson in multiple places, but in fact the entire sand pit just kind of carries this strange rose hue to it. And it occurs to you that centuries of blood have been spilled here. As you're
Look at my kitty in the window.
As you're all kind of standing there being held up, all of a sudden you hear from one of the guards behind you, "We've been instructed by the Vice Warden to let you get a taste of what you'll be doing today." With that, all of a sudden you see a taste. And with this, you're kind of all led out into a part of the arena, but you're still in between the kind of like the enclosure of the seating, kind of like leading toward the central arena, but outside, but not quite into the center of the arena, and you're kind of stopped there. With this, you see numerous people walking into the center of the arena with their weapons drawn, looking half full of fighting spirit and half terrified.
Do we have any weapons?
No.
Yeah, do we have our stuff?
No. Well, actually, yes. You currently haven't been changed out of your clothing just yet in this circumstance. You're still wearing your armor.
Then can I? Yeah.
You're still wearing your
well.
armor. Your weapons aren't there.
Okay.
The weapons were taken from you when you were arrested.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I do like my guy? He's like looks down at the sand. He pulls a broken sword out of the inside of his vest and he puts it into the ground. And then like he gets on his knees, like it looks like he's praying before the fight starts.
You can't pull anything out of anything because your hands are manacled behind your back.
Oh, we're manacled. Then I'm just gonna get on my knees like I'm praying then.
Okay. You all watch this. You two watch as Snaga just drops to his knees and lowers his head, looking. Is he just despondent, reverent? You can't
Like
tell.
it's yeah.
No, oh no, I mean, you can't tell.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
With this, you all watch as the people in the pit begin to kill each other. They begin to fight desperately and with gnashing teeth and pain and clearly being forced to be there. Now, you watch as, however, you notice one of the people in the crowd begins to distinguish himself, a very large, meaty fellow, with tanned, reddish, ruddy skin. He wields 2 hand axes and is running around parrying people's blows and just cleaving them with 2 axes. You see him he's killing multiple people at once as they try to charge and overwhelm him. And eventually he's the only one left standing. You see him raise his hand axes to the crowd and shout, "Hurrah!" And the crowd begins to cheer pretty moderately as more and more people begin to fill the expanse. With this,
Can I turn to one of the guards and ask who that man is?
well, they call him the Butcher. No one else knows his real name. Like most of the people here, he was at one point just a simple slave sent to die for entertainment. But he just won't die, and now he's the champion of his master.
My guy gets up, chuckling to himself in response to what this guy said.
Okay. Yeah. With that, you watch as the brute just kind of heads off, and you proceed to watch these matches take place for the next hour. People keep funneling in, only 1 or 2, depending if they seem to have a makeshift alliance. But only a few individuals leave from the dozen or so that enter at a time. And you hear some people the people guffawing at people whimpering as they die. You hear people going, "Oh!" as particularly brutal kills are made, as heads are taken off or jaws are broken. And eventually, the crowd begins to grow very large. And you can tell there's kind of like this electricity in there as the real event will be starting soon. So they look you up, and the guards begin kind of like looking you up and down, and just kind of like murmuring among themselves. Bear with us one moment. We're just deciding how we're going to be dividing you. The rules are simple. If you win your fight, you get to proceed through the rest of the criminal justice system. That's how we...
So this is basically a trial.
Correct. And believe me, you're already guilty. Your fate is sealed. You will never breathe fresh air again after today. But the Colosseum is, it's designed and managed by the Vice Warden to weed out the people who wouldn't make it up in Cerberus. So,
Is that the prison?
do you ask that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, are you new around here? Yeah. Cerberus Keep? Massive fucking stone building in the side of the... Good God, what a dumb fucking demon spawn. Anyway, and he just kind of like discounts you and stops looking at your face. So yeah, don't die. You get to live out the rest of your lives in a cell. Sound good? All right. Let's see here. I think what will be fair. Let's go ahead and I don't want to make this too one-sided. Let's go ahead and let's put the really frilly looking one with the nice hair. Let's put him with the big guy, and the drow and the tiefling. They make a good couple. We'll go ahead and do them. All of a sudden, you're kind of like you're kind of separated where you're all standing into these two little duos. Let's see. Big guy and the little bitch. Let's have him go first. All of a sudden, with this, you've all been hearing this like announcer who's been speaking, and as Snaga and Avon are shoved out into the middle of the arena, you can begin to hear things a little clearer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of the Tarn Coliseum today. And you just start hearing him ham it up for the audience. I'm sure word has all reached you, and as you look up, you see he's actually using a comically large cone and is like shouting to the audience. You see he's wearing a thin like silk robe of brown and red color. He's wearing flip-flops. He seems to be wearing some kind of like tribal skirt, and he is shirtless save for the robe draped around him. It almost honestly looks like a women's nightgown. You see a massive fat gut and tan skin flopping out, and you see like very piggish ruddy features and war paint on this guy's face, with blue hair that is just completely tossed and like makes him look absolutely crazy.
So Immortan Joe, sort of.
Who?
Immortan Joe from Mad Max.
Oh yeah. Oh, duh. I actually.
Kind of.
Do you know how hard it was for me to ever hear that guy's name? I would always hear "Remember Joe." I was like, "What the fuck are they saying?"
Oh, it's Immortan Joe.
Immortan Joe. Yeah, pretty similar actually. Yeah, kind of looks like that.
Yeah,
Except
okay.
a lot more. He looks a lot more tribal, fatter faced, like big,
Okay.
big, pudgy nose, and you see him just like blabbering through the cone. I'm sure word has reached the fine people of Torah about the recent savage attack on our beloved Lyceum, the prized house of the Arcane. So few of us have the privilege of setting foot inside the House of Wonder. Can you imagine what we would do if we lost our precious Lyceum? One of the gems of our city. And the crowd, you can just hear, starts, boo! And they all start booing and jeering Snaga and Avon as they're led out. Avon's fine gray robe and pants with the crimson ascot around his neck and the white linen shirt are flowing as he's being pushed along, and the dust is beginning to get up. And you see him actually kind of like walking. He still has the manacle on, but you see him like kind of walking with his boots in a very precarious way, like he's really trying to avoid getting his clothing dirty. And Snaga still looks just kind of like head down, just kind of like surveying the area, pretty menacingly. First of the group that attempted to slay good Silas, practitioner magistrate of the Arcane, we have the filthy half-orc and the frilly boy. The rest of the audience begins to laugh. They look at the ridiculous duo that's been brought out and like the stark contrast between them. As they're led out, all of a sudden, you are. Let me see here. You can. Let me just pull that up. Boom, boom, boom. Well, you probably can't. Oh, I haven't turned on the lighting, so you're good. You're pulled out here. Snaga currently stands in the center right there. And Avon stands there. That's not right. Give me a second. Woo! And the crowd surrounds you. Ugh,
Are we still shackled?
Yes. As the guards push you out, they have now unshackled you. But there are two guards surrounding them with their weapons currently drawn to make sure no funny business happens. And with that, they retract back into the that sound.
I heard it too.
Beep beep beep.
That I.
Maybe
I didn't hear
it
it.
might be Julia's laptop. Like we're hearing something from inside. Like I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, cool.
We're hearing something from inside my laptop.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, so
I want you to think about that.
There it is.
like, what did you
Sounds
just
like
do?
a typewriter.
Nothing.
That's really strange.
I didn't
That's
touch
weird.
anything or anything.
Okay. Alrighty then. Cool. Alright, so. With that, as you're standing there, you hear the announcer go, for their challenge, they will be overwhelmed. We have quite a special treat. We have recently captured by the Iranian Empire and the city guard of Torah. We have bugbears. You actually see members of the audience go, oh my, yeah, and they seem like as if they've just heard some exotic delicacy is going to be served. With that, you all of a sudden see multiple gates around the center of the arena are opened, and bugbears, strong and imposing, begin to filter out into the arena surrounding you.
What the fuck is that?
I would immediately like to break into action.
Okay. Let the fight to punish these filthy assailants begin! And as he
And I
waves his
first I
hand-
yell to what's his face. I yell to the gay one to stay with me, like stay right behind me. And I would like to charge the one on my left immediately.
As you say that, you see Avon with the manacles off. He fluffs his long Victorian cuffs, runs his hands through his thick, luscious hair, and says, "A can do. Let's do this." Okay, and as you begin to charge, all of a sudden you watch as Avon actually raises his hand. Oh, and by the way, when you were uncuffed, they handed you Doomhammer and your shield.
Okay.
Okay, so you get your weapons. And with this, you see as Avon, it's like, let's do this. He raises his hands, and just kind of, you see him actually go, and with that, all of a sudden you see the air begins to sparkle with a golden color, and you see vaporized out of thin air a fiddle, which he then catches. Same thing happens with a bow in his other hand. It's like, not my ideal venue, but, performance is a performance, right? Okay, what do you do? Well, hold on, we're gonna actually go ahead and... Well, you know what? Yeah, we better roll initiative for this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And roll me some inish.
All of us?
No, just the two playing.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't roll. Don't look.
Okay. Sure. Anyway, no. Let's see. What did you guys do? Alright. Oh, God. You know what? Lucky. It's your lucky day. I have to clear the turn order, so you do get to roll again.
Because we saw it.
No, because I had a turn order saved from the other group's session. So it was all messed up. Where's my... Oh, that's one. Okay. Alright. Descending order. Okay. Snaka, you are appropriately up first. Go ahead.
Charge immediately on the
these
one
have
on my
all
left.
kind of begun to surround you.
As I'm going, I'm telling him to try to avoid letting them surround us. We're outnumbered.
Okay.
I will charge straight at him and try to start this out with a good old... No, we're just gonna try to just start it out like slaughtering him. Boom.
Okay, let me see here. Yeah, okay, you charge the bugbear, which, you can see is like bruised and beaten. Oh, by the way, Inza, you would know this because this is pretty common knowledge. Bugbears are a type of goblin. They're a goblinoid race. They tend to be kind of like the in-charge bullies of the goblins.
Okay.
They're very large. They're covered in They kind of look sort of like what an ape would look like if they had tan fur and a more humanoid, angry-looking face with pointed ears. And they usually stand very tall. They're usually either like 5 foot late inches or all the way through 6 up to 7 feet tall. And so they've captured. They're never good. They're always like trying to pillage and steal from civilized cultures. So these are captured and forced to fight. Okay, so you charge over, and yes, Naga, you charge forward and slam your Doom Hammer right into his side. You see him buckle. You hear him like yell something in Goblinoid right straight into your face, but you don't understand it. With that, it's your turn. All of a sudden, Avon comes running over, and as he places the bow to the fiddle, he begins playing a song. And you can see, you can actually watch it. The crowd gets kind of confused and are curious what's going on right now. Let's see here. That's gonna be. Yeah, why not? Okay, he is then going to. Heroes, Cat's Grace, Darkest Night, it's also us. Sorry, I just had to double check a few things here. Still getting used to this particular interface. Okay, yeah. You watch as he plays this song, and all of a sudden, as he ends, he extends the bow of the fiddle straight toward the guy you're attacking. So that's 6 bludgeoning damage. And you see, as he's currently buckling from the attack, he's going to attempt to make a saving throw as you watch as this arc of golden energy streaks straight toward the bugbear. Let's see here. It's going to be... Yeah, you watch as the bugbear like begins to coil from your attack and kind of raises his weapons in response. All of a sudden, you watch as his entire muscle seize up, and it's a very familiar-looking sight. It seems to be the same exact way you were tracking the Lyceum, and you watch as his muscles and he just starts darting his eyes back and forth, trying to figure out what happened. Okay, and that brings us to the first turn. They're going to do their best to charge up to you guys. Gets about this far, he charges up toward.
Oh, he didn't listen to me. He's gotta be next to me, Avon. You gotta be next to me.
Okay, and this guy charges as far as this. So stop, okay? He's gonna make an attack against him. For some reason, it's not actually an attack. 1 second, I have to adjust something. It didn't roll an attack for me, which is dumb, isn't it? Oh, that's why. Yeah, you watch as a bugbear appears right behind Avon and swings a spiked mace right for his head, but Avon swiftly, like, ducks with a smile on his face. Okay, you're up.
I'd like to wreck this demobilized one.
Sure thing.
I'd like to wreck him.
You can't dodge me. Boom.
Yeah, because his person is currently held, he loses the benefit from his shield, which makes his armor class exactly 14. So as you see him frozen there, let me just go ahead and check on the nature. For the duration of the end of each turn, success, the spell ends on the target. At higher levels. Yeah. Cool. Alright, yeah. Still frozen there. He has to watch helplessly. You see his eyebrows furrow in pain. He make a noise as you swing the hammer and clock him right in the side of the face. That is... Sorry, my interface is acting weird. How much damage was that?
5.
Yeah, you watch as his body takes the hit, and then his head just stays where he moved it. Okay.
Did he die?
It is... no, he's not dead, but he's like, you can see like tears begin to stream out of the bugbear's eyes after the blow you just dealt to his face.
Can I use my bonus action then to go next to him?
Yeah.
Next to Avon?
Yeah, go ahead. He's frozen. He can't do anything. Okay, you charge over with that. As you charge over, you see him already putting his bow back on his fiddle and saying, "Oh, hey there, fighting buddy," and then proceeds to. He actually looks at you. He begins to play something on his fiddle, and then see. What am I looking for here? He plays a quick little ditto on his fiddle, and then as he says, "Well, hey there, fighting buddy," you feel this weird echo, and all of a sudden, you feel some of the wounds you sustained yesterday begin to heal. You heal for 9 hit points. Okay, that brings us to the bugbear's turn. So, this one charges over. He's going to still attempt. He sees you having just come up to him. He sees a challenge. He swings his mace straight at you.
Good one,
does not hit. This one charges over and attempts to hit you. Still does not hit. This one charges over and attempts to hit Avon.
Protection.
So it poses disadvantage. Still hits, and so he's gonna end it. So you attempt. You're busy blocking all the attacks from the bugbear surrounding you that you can't react in time. As you watch Avon get slammed in the back of his shoulder by a Morningstar. Ah, God! Okay, that's 8 damage for him. Okay. This one is going to attempt to do the saving throw to get out of what he's trapped in. Not succeeds, so he's still frozen there. Okay, that brings it to your turn again.
The one directly underneath Avon that just hit him, I would like to roar at him really loudly before hitting him with Doomhammer.
Sure.
Intimidating the shit out of this scrub.
I won't.
And
yeah, it's in a heated battle, and it's a bugbear, so there's no real way to. That intimidation isn't gonna do anything.
and then I'm gonna hit him with Doomhammer.
You got it though. Well, you could attempt it. As you swing your hammer down, the bugbear blocks it with a pretty crappy wooden shield that splinters under the hammer, but it does block the blow and doesn't succeed.
I want to use Action Surge and try to hit him again.
Go ahead. Yeah, with that, however, you raise your Doomhammer up, and actually, as you slam into his shield the first time, you then swing the hammer around, bat his forearm away that's holding the shield, so you open up his guard and then slam straight down into his chest. 6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Alright, and with that, all of a sudden, you see Avon just kind of like watching you fight, like currently kind of grasping his shoulder, shaking it off, and being like, let's dance. And all of a sudden you see him start to river dance. First you see him just tapping in the sand, just like kind of like tapping there, playing his fiddle. For his luscious brown hair just bouncing up and down. But all of a sudden, instead of dirt, all of a sudden, and sand, you start to hear, and the clicks start getting louder and louder and louder until they actually become like deafening, like bass shaking sounds, until all of a sudden you actually start feeling the ground around you tremor. And you actually see cracks beginning to form in the sand and the dirt and the soil beneath you. Okay, everyone's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw, including you. Go ahead and make that dexterity throw. Okay, so this guy. This guy exists. Okay. And yours was a 10? Yeah, no. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as the ground around you cracks and breaks apart and literally wrenches the earth from out under you. You, this bugbear, and this bugbear are all knocked prone. And you take 4 bludgeoning damage from it. Whereas this bugbear is able to keep his footing steady enough. Okay, with that, it is the bugbear's turn. These two expend their movement to stand up. And as they're standing up and you're not, Avon kind of like stops playing the fiddle on a sour note and is like, oh, well, maybe that wasn't please, no, not the face! So you are currently prone and can't really do anything, as the bugbears are going to swing against you. Okay, one bugbear slams into you for 12 piercing damage.
Me?
Yes. And you're able to roll away just in time as the other bugbear's mace slams into the ground. This bugbear attacks... Oh no, oh yeah, he gets up and attacks Avon, and Avon takes 8 piercing damage as the mace slams into his chest. He has to push the bugbear off and just kind of scramble away as fast as he can. It is your turn.
I want to hit the same one that the one below Avon.
You got it, go ahead. Doesn't quite hit you. You attempt to throw your hammer right into his face, but he's able to duck out of the way. Okay, it's Simon's turn. Okay, let's see. Alright. Okay, so with this, you see as Avon like buckles from the attack he's just sustained, but he shrugs it off, looks up into the bugbear's face, and says, "With that kind of face, I'm not entirely sure how you don't kill yourself every morning." And this guy laughs straight in the bugbear's face. With that, the bugbear has to make a wisdom saving throw. Just makes it. God damn it. Alright. He succeeds. He goes. You see him get distracted and like look down at himself for a second. And with that, is going to attempt to. He gets pissed and tries to attack Avon again, but Avon just whoosh as he swings right over his head. These two are going to attempt to attack you. Okay, that's a 16 to hit. Is that it? You messed up your character sheet real bad, so I don't even know what your armor class is anymore.
Mine's 18.
Cool.
What the hell?
What
Why is it
happened to Rum?
35?
It's 35 right now.
It's supposed to be 18.
Look at equipment. Oh, you wrote in unarmored AC at some point. Oh no, that must be. Oh god. Is that still one of your? No, that's not there. Equipment. Oh, you. Okay, I got it. We fixed it. Cool. Alright.
What happened?
His constitution ended up getting added to. It's a long story. Anyway, so, okay.
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 Oh, I know what happened.
Okay, yeah, so you attempt to they attempt to hit you with their morning stars, but ting, you block them both with your shield like it's nothing. You're up.
I want to hit the one below Avon.
You got it. Yeah, alright, you take your hammer and slam it into his torso, and you see the wind. You see the bugbear either die or pass out, whichever. As the wind is knocked out of him, he drops down. Drops to his knees and then falls over, unmoving. Okay. Here's Simon, who's then going to see here. Double check here. He's done.
Can I yell at him to finish the other one?
Yeah, go ahead. As you end your turn, you say, "Finish the other one." At which point he is. Yeah, probably a good idea. So what he does is, give me a second. I actually have to roll that saving throw real fast for that guy. Let's make it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then I can attack roll next. Yeah. So with that, he looks at you, goes, "Fair point." Turns around to the bugbear right here and says, "Hey there, buttface. I can't wait to see you like your friend over there." And with that, you watch the bugbear gets like, "You little bird!" And with that, that bugbear has to make a wisdom saving throw. Doesn't make it. And with this, as Simoth then spins on a heel and charges straight toward this bugbear, and you watch as this one attempts to make an attack toward him, but is so distracted, like, you little! Then he starts swinging toward him. He does not hit. He's like, you god! You! Misses. Alright, so Simon gets right up next to this bugbear right here.
Simon?
Oh, I'm sorry. long story. Don't worry about it. It's
Simon Raywald, Julia.
Shut up. Shut up. Avon! Anyway, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kitty. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. It's okay.
Here's the bugbear's turn. Okay, they're gonna take two. So both of them are gonna swing at you, Rummy. One of them, you block one with a shield, but they swing at the same time, and so you end up getting sliced in the side. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. This one is going to once again attempt to make his wisdom saving throw. Still doesn't make it, and so he's still frozen there. You're up.
I want to smack, give him a little smackaroonie with my doom hammer, the one on my right.
Okay, you got it.
Oh,
That's 16.
oh, do your thing.
And then I'll
Rob.
do savage attacks to hit him again.
Oh, good God.
One of the damage dice, one additional time, and add it in.
Yeah, do it.
So I'd roll the 10 again, or do I have to roll
Yeah, you
another
roll a
dice?
d10 again, and it'll
Roll
be
a d10?
Yeah, it'll be a.
A D8, right?
Oh yeah, no, for the for the hammer. No, that's a d8. Yep. D8 plus for damage. That would be. Yeah, so an extra.
4 damage.
No, I guess. Yeah, you just did that. Okay, so yeah, 20 damage. Yeah, you as you look at Avon running over, you turn. You blocked one hit from the bugbear to the north of you, but you get slammed inside. You look at him pissed. You shove him off and you break his guard and slam your hammer straight into his torso and feel it break under the weight. You see the wind get knocked out of him, and he's not quite down, but he is currently, like, you watch his blood begins to pour out of his mouth, and you hear, you're staying that day. And he's not looking hot. All right, and that is.
Can I use second wind to heal myself?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 10 hit points.
It's on your turn you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus fighter level.
Now hold on. Does savage attacks take your bonus action?
No,
Let's see.
I don't think so.
No.
No,
It
just
doesn't
says
really
roll
take
it.
an action or
Yeah.
anything.
It's highly conditional. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. We're going to, so yeah, you use it. 10 hit points. You got it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. With that, you watch as Simoth runs over, and as he's running over there, you see him. Oh, and he picks up a sword that's kind of buried in the dirt. It's like, convenient.
Avon.
Thank you, God. It's because it's a long story, but essentially, Benton, he's listening to my turn order as Simoth.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why, to be honest.
Can I grab a drink of water?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead and take a break in the middle of this heated battle, I guess.
I was gonna wait till the end of the battle, but it lasted a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Because you fucking suck.
We'll just go ahead and have everyone do that.
Okay.
That's the restroom.
I love these things' name.
Bugbear.
Little fucking bugbears. Ridiculous.
Weird. Okay, we'll just wait for Ben to get back and we'll pick it up.
Yeah, you licked that lollipop. So,
So. Oh my god. And there he goes leaving again. That's great. That's great.
What happened? What happened? Who shut up when you ring?
oh.
Drinking a Southern beer right now. IPA. Oh, hush. What do you want to say here that?
Okay. I have styled my hair in the fashion of Jimmy Neutron. We shall continue.
So where was our checkpoint at?
Where was your what?
Our checkpoint.
Shut
Where
up.
are we gonna reload the game?
Alright. Okay, so as Avon walks over and just he kicks a sword, picks it up, he's like, oh, alright, how convenient. Charges over and makes an attack against this big bear.
A baconator?
Yes. Yes.
I heard him
Yes,
say
Fredo.
something baconator, and I was like, oh, okay.
The bugbear.
Okay, yeah, he runs over and slashes the bugbear. It's gonna be. Oh wait,
This damn goblin has to be dead.
it's a bugbear. Slashes the frozen bugbear across his chest, and blood begins to pour out of it. But he doesn't appear to be dead yet. You see him like wincing in pain, even though he's still frozen. Okay, which brings us to the bugbear. So the one you just slammed tries to throw his mace straight towards your face.
Straight towards your face.
But like nothing, you just step out of the way of it as he's trying to recover from the attack. And the other one tries to slam his mace straight towards you, tang, with your shield like it's nothing. You're pumping full of orcish rage. Your turn.
Yeah, the one that's barely able to move is getting finished. Let's hope.
It's lit.
It's lit.
It is lit.
It's lit.
As he's still buckling and like grasping his chest, as you block the one attack, you just walk over and spin your hammer, boom, uppercut right in the chin. And as you hear a satisfying crack as you send his body flying 10 feet backward, and as you watch blood streak through the air, and he lands on his back, motionless.
I would like to use my bonus action to roar and stamp my feet for the cloud's pressure. Like I'm back.
And you
back
all
in
watch
my
as
comfort
as Snaga slams, just uppercuts the fuck out of this bugbear and sends him flying. Then looks to the crowd and goes, stamps his feet in the sand, and puffs of sand begin to kick up. And with this, all of a sudden, the crowd is silent for a second. And a cheer just echoes through the crowd.
Merhaba.
Okay. With that, it is once again. Okay. Oh, gonna make that saving throw. This bugbear still muscles frozen. Simon walks over and says, "And you were the pretty one." And he takes a sword and slits the bugbear's throat. And the bugbear, as the lichens pour out until his muscles start trembling, and he falls over. Only one more Snaga. Take care. and with that, as he says that, all of a sudden you feel your wounds again. They start to heal. As he heals you for 9 points.
Thank you, Soraka.
Okay, that brings us to the bugbear's turn. She kind of like looks around and starts saying, "You killed my brethren! Curse you, humans!" And he throws his mace straight at you. Clang right against your shield. There's like no passion behind this strike. It's nothing. You just toss it off. Your turn.
Doomhammer.
Doomhammer. You all hear as the mighty Snaga says, "Doomhammer."
Doomhammer.
Doomhammer, Clang.
That was Avon. Wasn't me.
Okay, that's 15 for his armor class. You send the hammer flying at him, but he's able to block it with. He has to use 2 hands, but he's able to block it as his shield begins to splinter under the weight of your hammer. Avon then. Let's see here. Avon looks at him, says. Let me look at it. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at here? Let's see.
I bet Avon's like, I bet that's not the only thing on you called Doomhammer. Get it? It's his dick.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my nose. Okay.
Huh.
No!
Okay, so, yeah, he's gonna just go ahead and... Let's see. Yep, he whispers back at the bugbear that's still standing. And it's like, last of the bunch. Looks like you're getting picked last for the fight. We know you're the weakest. And with that, you see the bugbear just like kind of cringe, and you see tears kind of form in his eyes as the words just seem to like cut deep into his soul. He has to make it. So he does not make it. He takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
Has disadvantage on. Disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes. Which is now. So he, with this actually, he charges over straight towards Simon, provoked. So Snaga, go ahead and attack opportunity.
Avon.
Thank you. My God. Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, does that mean I have to do advantage?
No. I mean, you just missed.
Okay.
So he blocks your attack and he charges straight toward Avon and attempts to swing. But as he does, you see just Avon just kind of looking at him like just kind of like making neater faces at him as he swings wildly. Avon just whoosh, tosses his hair under as he misses the mace entirely. Your turn. Snag it.
Sup, bitch.
Assault, bitch.
I'm going to. I'm going to use Distracting Strike so that Avon can finish him off. So,
Okay.
do this, and then I do this. Oops, no, I meant this.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I think this might finish him off. If he's injured at all.
I mean, he looks beat up, but he's not really profusely bleeding anywhere. He's the one that's got the least attention.
Okay.
Having 17 damage. By an attacker other than Snog has advantage. Okay, sure. So he takes. You do charge over as he is currently recovering from having just missed Avon. You walk. He looks up just in time to see your hammer come colliding down onto his collarbone. And you hear the satisfying crunch as he cries out in pain. Echoes through the arena as you hear the crowd cheer. He's now like put down to his knee. And so you kind of look over at Avon and kind of give like a suggesting look. Avon's like, well, if I do say so myself, I am flattered. And he's still making eye contact with you, he thrusts the sword forward and straight through the bugbear's face. Shink! And the bugbear falls over. Okay. And
Yay!
the crowd goes wild, cheering and like kind of too excited by the combat before all of a sudden you... Now hold on, people. Let us not forget. These are the terrible criminals who almost killed poor Arcane Magistrate Silas. Calm your excitement. This is simply their trial. We know where they're gonna go, don't we? And you hear all the crowd is kind of going, yeah! And their cheering kind of turns to boos again.
Yeah!
Okay, with that, all of a sudden, Avon and Snaga, you're surrounded by 10 guards, all with their weapons drawn.
That's it? Just 10? Didn't take enough. We need more. Kill him. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't kill him.
2 guards come forward with manacles, and another 2 guards come forward and take your weapons. So they take the weapons away. Perception check. Snaggy. You look, and as the guards come to take the sword from Avon, you notice the fiddle that he had this entire time is just gone. Anyway, so yeah, they take the weapons from you, they reattach the manacles behind your back and lead you off of the Colosseum floor. You also see multiple Colosseum hands start funneling in and like picking up the bodies and dragging them off. Okay. Let me see here. I really have no better music. What about this? No. How about this? Sorry, I'm trying to find. How about this? Yeah. You see the fat, piggish-looking announcer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that definitely turned out unexpected. I think we can all agree. But this next fight, we all know how it's gonna go. Stepping into the ring, we have a demon spawn. And this is Dark Elf. We're gonna be cleaved down in the most just of ways by our resident champion, the Butcher.
Fuck.
With as you're being pushed into the center of the ring, you look up and you can see a gate opening on the floor or something. And already walking out, seemingly chuckling to himself, is this massive mountain of a man walking toward you. I'm gonna make you squeal. And you just hear this coming, like, kind of echoing from across the distance of the arena. Okay, so you guys get shoved out into the center. The manacles are taken off of you. Okay, let's see what happens here. stands there for a second. The crowd goes quiet, waiting for the first move to happen. He kind of looks at you, goes. How about this? I think I'll just go ahead and chop the black one's head off, and I've never done fucked a demon girl before.
I knew that was coming at some point.
Kill him.
Bloody cretin.
Okay.
Bloody cretin.
Okay.
Oh, do I have to do the
Yep. You select
Initiative.
your token. Yeah. You select your token, then open your character sheet and hit initiative.
initiative? Where the fuck is initiative? Wait. Open the character sheet. And what?
Click on your little circle. And then click the initiative box on your character sheet.
Where's that?
It's like in the upper middle part of it.
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so as Vakaris, as you whisper, like somewhat or under your breath, but easily for him to hear you, filthy creep, filthy creep. All of a sudden, he says, "What you say, boy?" And he comes charging straight at you. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Hey, I hear that now.
You hear the tapping?
Oh, it's Aram
happening.
moving his leg.
That's just this time.
Oh, fuck you guys!
That's just this time. I wasn't making beeping noises.
Yeah, it wasn't in this whole time. Anyway, he comes charging toward you as you see one of his two hand axes come swinging toward you. You're able to duck out of the way, but you do so just in time to see the other come swinging straight for you and slam you across the chest, dealing 8 piercing damage. Or 8 slashing damage. Okay. With that, Inza, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at him.
Throw it up for me. Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, I got it. So make a melee spell attack against a creature you can hit. Target takes. Why is there a strength saving throw? To take half
I don't
damage.
know.
It must be to take half damage. Okay. Okay, as
No, that's
I
probably,
don't-
that might just be a mistake.
that's 3d10. I'm pretty sure it's the roll.
Eh.
That's how most works.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, so your melee spell attack. Okay, so you are going to you're gonna get in within 5 feet of him, and you're going to attack him with your
Okay.
hammer, right?
A mace, yeah.
Mace, yes. So you, yeah, cool. So you, Vakaris, you look as you're being cleaved across the chest. You look over in time to see Inza charging over on her cloven hoofed feet, her tail flipping in the dust of the
Clap,
sand pit.
clap, 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 clap.
And you watch her eyes are glowing a furious blue as the black tattoos on her skin glow bright blue as well. You see her mace begins glowing bright as well, and she sends it flying up toward the butcher. And as she does, he just raises one of the axes and clang, kind of like stops it. Vakaris, you're up.
It's not broad daylight, correct?
It is.
It is broad daylight? I thought it was nighttime.
No, it's daylight.
No, you slept and we'll
Hey, question.
Oh, okay.
That Inflict Wounds thing, I just decrease the first spell slot by 1, right?
I'm sorry. The inflict wounds, yes. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, that's really. Oh, that's so cool. We can roll with advantage. That's. Anyway, okay, cool.
That's disadvantage.
That's awesome. I saw how the macro works. That's another thing we gotta show. Excellent. Anyway, cool. So, yeah, you're gauntlet lights up a bright blue, similar to Eames' color, and you send it arcing straight toward the butcher's stomach as he's currently laughing in Eames' face. You grab onto what is essentially a single abdominal muscle of his six-pack.
Oh, is he wearing metal armor?
He's wearing like pieces of it.
Okay.
But he's like largely shirtless.
Okay.
But yeah, he's got pieces of like barbaric-looking metal armor on him. Okay. Yeah. You grasp onto his stomach and and you watch as the lightning arcs through his body. And you see him get shocked. And drool kind of starts to come out of his mouth. He just looks on.
And I'm moving back.
Yeah. You got it.
Oops. There we go.
Okay, with that, it's his turn. It's like, oh, fine. She dies first. Maybe I'll fuck you. And he tosses off Ian's mace and swings both axes at her. Okay, that's a 23 to hit and a 15 to hit. So both of those hit. You take 12 slashing damage as he cleaves, sink, right across your torso.
Okay, how much? 12?
12.
Okay. Now what?
It is your turn.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Yeah, you are free to do
What?
that.
Yeah, I'm also gonna, like, limp away,
But mind
and
you,
in the
if you-
process.
he will get an attack
Huh?
opportunity. He will get an attack of opportunity on you if you leave his combat range.
Oh, okay.
The
Well-
only way to do that without... wait, no! It still hasn't been his turn.
Yeah, he's still been shocked, right?
Yeah, because of what Vicaris did. You see, as you begin to scramble away, you see his body's kind of shaking, and he like tries to swing a second axe at you, a third axe at you rather, but he slams right into the dirt, seeming unable to focus. So yeah, go ahead and do what you were gonna do. You charge right up here and heal yourself. Go ahead and roll whatever heal you'd like. Okay, heal for 8 hit points. And Vicaris is up.
I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. Or I'm going to attempt to anyway.
Oh god. Oh, what? Hold on, wait. Oh, that's not with the disadvantage.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
Wait,
that-
shit, right. Okay. Should I just do the whole thing again, or
Roll
what?
again, we'll take the first damage.
Okay.
Well, damn. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, your gauntlet glows dark, deep blue, and launches a spiked beam of energy that, as he's kind of like recovering and shaking off the shocks, hits his form and latches around. You know what? Yeah, so... why did it roll? So, is the damage... It's 2d8... no, it's 1d12 every time. Jesus Christ. Oh god, I forgot how good that is. Yeah, so Inza, you watch as a deep blue bolt of energy lashes around the butcher's flesh. It seems to chain around him before shocking him, even more violently than the first time Vicaris grabbed on him. Takes 16 points of lightning damage. You see him like... And with that, he's going to charge toward Vicaris. And he's actually going to... He takes both axes and swings at both of you, trying to come at you from either side of his torso. So the attack toward Vicaris, 17 versus armor class. You take 4 piercing damage as he slices into your leg as you attempt to dodge it. And Inza, you take 7 slashing damage as he cuts through your shoulder. Okay, Inza, you are up.
7.
Say again?
Alright, no, I was asking how many hit points
Yeah,
it was.
7
It was
points.
7, okay. Okay. So it's my turn now. I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
I like it. Ooh, this must make a dexterity saving throw. Taking a fighter. Yes, okay. Okay, yeah. So, as he cuts into your shoulder and is currently recoiling from the strike, your tattoos light up, flame begins to swirl around your feet, eventually engulfing your body, and then funneling and releasing itself on his flesh. He takes 8 fire damage from this strange, otherworldly fire. His last. Okay, Vacaris, you're up.
I would like to zap again with my witch bolt.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wait, don't.
Oh yeah,
No, hold
oh.
on. You're up. You upgraded now, so you did 2 d12 on the first one. No.
Only for the initial. As if you read the at higher levels when you cast a spell using a spell second level or higher, the initial damage increases by 1d12.
Cool. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the hellish rebuke part like it still consumes one of my spell slots, right?
Not your spell slots, this is your ability. Look
Oh.
in your features and traits
Oh,
on your
is that
corner.
one for-
Yeah, it is.
Then no,
Yeah.
that doesn't take up any
Okay.
spell slots. Okay,
So just
yeah.
make that 0, and then next time it's at, I think, a short rest or a long rest or something, you'll get it back.
Okay.
So yeah, Vacaris,
Hellish
you extend
resistance.
your gauntlet forward, and you tighten the grip of your gauntlet. You see the electric bolts wrapping around his flesh. Tight, and you see the muscles seize up and make a shock again as he takes another 7 damage. Okay. Brings us to his turn. Once again, he's going to make attacks with both of you. He makes Vacaris, that is a 15 to hit, 6 slashing damage. That means that as he attempts to send his axe flying towards you, you block with your shield. Which brings us to your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna make meat puppets out of you!
That's disgusting. Why would you say something like that?
Kill him.
Okay.
Heal me!
Alright, I'm going to... Wait, let me find one of the healing things. There's so many. Okay. I'm gonna do prayer healing. And that's
What the hell?
divided between the two of us.
Is there a strength saving throw on a heal?
I don't know!
Yeah, that should.
I'm literally just... I'm just clicking on the spell. Is that... Am I doing that?
No, you're doing it right. It's something in Roll20.
Up
Because I clicked and dragged all those spells, and
Okay,
I don't know, I guess-
You can divide this however you'd like.
Alright. Let me see how low you are.
One thing that I always keep in mind with hit points is that when Vacaris always, even if you were to have less hit points than Vacaris is technically weaker because he has such a lower armor class. That's always something to keep in mind. Like you have like,
Okay.
low hit points, but you're sturdy compared to him.
Okay. I'm gonna give him 7 and I'll take 3.
Cool. Go ahead and do the 7 and 3. And Vacaris, it is your turn.
I'm constricting my witch bolt.
Yeah, you constrict it even tighter on his flesh, and you watch it shock and begin to burn the skin underneath the rays of electricity. Okay, you see, he starts like kind of pawing at it, trying to rip it off, but he can't touch it. His fingers, his big, meaty fingers, just drag through energy, and that's nothing he can do. With that, he then takes his axe, and he comes swinging straight at you, Vacaris. Okay, so as you're able to duck out of the way of the one strike, he comes swinging back and hits you for 8 slashing damage with the other. Okay. With that brings us to Ian's up.
Done. Okay.
Mhm.
I am going to. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
Heal me.
Kill him.
Heal me.
Kill me! Kill him! Kill me! Kill him! I would like to cast. Sorry, Ben. Sacred Flame.
Cool. Wow, you rolled a straight 8. That's cool. Target was next to you. Oh, that's a cantrip. That's cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, so does that not decrease my spell slot then?
No.
You can use
It
that
does not.
anytime.
Woo!
Anyway. Alright, so as you whisper something in Infernal and then launch your hand straight at him and you see a blue flame arc straight toward him, you see him actually he looks afraid for a second and he then ducks out of the way as the flame arcs over his body.
Nigga!
Yeah, sometimes they make the save and then it really fucking blows. Anyway, Vicaris, you're up.
I'm gonna keep zapping.
Zapping. Alright, you tighten the chains again. This time, as he's moving around, you're trying to keep grip on him. Only doing 2 this time. You see his muscles pulse a little. Okay, he's up again. Seeing Ianza having just done that to him, he's going to swing his swords right at her. But Ianza, as not his sword, his hand axe, you see him, he heaves the axes straight up in the air, brings them straight down, and you are able to raise your shield just in time. The blow nearly buckles your knees as you take the full force with your shield. And as you throw the hand axes off, it is your turn.
Once again, I'm gonna cast. What's it called? Fuck, where'd it go? The thing I just did. Sacred Flame.
Sacrifice.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is.
Do it again!
Okay.
Yeah, once again, you try, as you throw him off, as you throw his axe off and try to hit him with the flame, he, once again, is able to juke out of the way of it.
Wait, so that's his dexterity throw. The number, the other number there.
You can't see what I'm rolling for him.
Oh, okay. No, there's just 2 numbers.
Yeah, no, the numbers listed there are 1, it's the saving throw that the enemy has to make, and then the second number
Okay,
is the amount of
that's
damage.
what he has to make.
And the second number is the amount of damage you will deal if they fail.
Okay.
But for this particular cantrip, he's succeeded on the saving throw twice, so he hasn't taken it.
Okay.
Alright, you're up.
Damn it.
Zap.
Lightning as you with this you see him no I am not the butchered. I am the butcher, and he raises the axes and sends them flying with terrifying speed straight toward Vicaris. And Vicaris, you take 10 slashing damage from as he cleaves your torso open, and you feel yourself fade into unconsciousness. And he kind of like yells out to the audience. The crowd goes wild, cheering at the carnage. Means you're up.
So he's. Oh, okay.
And healing anybody, any amount of hit points, brings them back to consciousness.
Okay. I'm gonna do Prayer of Healing.
Holy
And-
shit!
You know, I'm just gonna give those all to Ben. It's fine.
Yeah, the crowd watches Inza, like, spins her mace and drops to the ground as, the butcher is currently looming over, Vicaris' corpse, getting ready to finish him off. Your tattoos, glow bright blue, and the ground seems to reflect the incandescent blue glow, as you kind of pray over your mace that's currently resting in the dirt. Vicaris' body, flashes blue with energy. And Vikaris, you come back to consciousness and is watching real time as your wounds seal up with a heavenly blue light. Which brings us to your turn. You're
I'm
currently-
back, bitch.
I'm back,
No.
bitch.
You lost concentration when you passed out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's how it works.
Well, in that case,
I'm back, bitch. And bright lights. Vikaris starts. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, never mind. That's the attack. Never mind. I was like 15 damage. What the hell? You use half your movement to get up off the ground and try to thrust your gauntlet straight toward the butcher, but he pushes your hand out of the side. Not again! With this, he swings his axe down at both of you. Okay, so for Inza, that's a 15, so you raise your shield just in time as it meets it. King, king, king! Echoes across the arena. Whereas Vikaris, as you've just gotten up, you're still very low to the ground. You're able to duck out of the way with the axe. Okay, Inza's up.
This one's a nail biter.
Uh,
Naga's freaking out. Snaga.
There we go.
Kill him, Inza.
I don't know.
Kill.
Okay. Sorry, I can't. I'm still trying to figure these spells out.
Take your time. Hey,
Um,
it's fine.
Prayer. I don't know. Pictures. Can I cast something on Ben so that his next spell will be stronger,
Do you-
but not actually act against? Yeah, like
What do you have that can do that?
I have. Should I just click on it even though I'm not actually using it so I can
Yeah, go ahead.
show you?
Oh god, Vikaris.
Is that it? No, yeah.
Snaga, is that you? Who's
Oh,
drawing?
you can see
Who's
that?
drawing the feet measurements? Stop it. Anyway,
Stop it.
okay. Domain bless. Target makes an attack roll. Saving throw before target. Oh yeah, you can do that. And actually.
Okay, so-
By the way, when you cast this lasts for a minute. So you might want to do this at the beginning of a fight. All of Benton's rolls, every roll he has made.
Oh,
in battle
okay.
Because it lasts for a minute.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in combat. A minute is 10 rounds of combat.
Oh. Damn, okay, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Now I know. Now I know.
Yeah, like cleric buffs are the shit, man.
Oh, I'm running real low on spells, Doe.
There you go. Okay, so you cast. Alright, you cast that one. Benton. You can also choose yourself, because you can choose up to 3 creatures. So, yeah.
But
I
does
imagine-
that lessen?
No.
Does
doesn't.
that lessen it?
Nope.
Okay, then I cast it on both of us.
Yeah, sure. You touch your chest with your shield still attached to your hand. You touch your chest and Vikaris' shoulders. You're getting up from the, getting ready to prepare for his next blow. You and the dark elf with faith. Vikaris, you're up.
and I get to add a D4 to that. Well, even if I add a
Won't
D4,
be
is it going to be able to connect? Okay.
Won't be enough. Alright, so you attempt to once again. This time you try to grasp onto his leg, but he shoves you off his leg before you can touch him. And he buckles both axes up and he says, "We're going, little rat!" and sends his axes flying straight at you. You're able to get out of the way of one of them, but the other one cleaves you next to your collarbone. You do take 9 points of slashing damage. Okay, Inza, you are up, and remember you get to add a D4 to whatever you do.
Okay. He's not unconscious though. He's still like
Oh yeah,
he's still
no,
kicking.
Mars is bleeding everywhere, just like you are. But yeah, you're
Okay.
he's still standing. Whereas you look
Okay.
at the butcher, he's actually blood is still pouring out of his mouth. He has several wounds that are starting to open from the sheer electric force that was searing his flesh open.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds on him. Yes.
Okay, so he's got to make. I think. Yeah, that's definitely a half damage save. So let me go ahead and. Okay, all right. So, all right, you're gonna make a melee spell attack, which you did. It did not hit. And honestly,
God damn it!
just for the record, you're currently just being unlucky with all your rolls. If that would have hit, oh my god. Yeah, no, it would have killed him. Anyway, so.
It would have killed him?
Would have killed him.
No!
But it's all about you are making a spell attack. So you charge your mace with bright blue energy and send it flying at him, but he catches it with his axe, parries the mace off. I demand carnage. The cards are up. Oh baby, bring the fire! All right, yeah, you reach over as he parries into his mace, he leaves himself open. You charge forward. This time, frustrated, you clench your fist and punch him with your gauntlet as the electricity arcs through his body. And he begins to bleed out. You see blood begin to pour out of his ears, and a little bit out of his eyes as his body begins to go into shock. All right, so I imagine you're going to move.
Yep, just a bit.
Just a bit. Excellent. Okay. Cool. And that brings us to his turn. He can't take any other actions. Stop running away! And he heaves all his weight into 2 axe strikes against Inza. That's a 12 and a 17 versus armor class. So you were able to block one, but he brings the other axe swinging around and cleaves you in your hip, dealing 8 slashing damage. But as he does that though, his arms come on he like lumbers on the ground. He's just kind of like he's slumped over and he's like he's laboriously raising his weapons for another strike. You're up.
So he's like still really close to me, right?
Yes. Yes. And
Yeah,
as
he's
you
still
see
right there,
this-
okay.
Yeah, he's still right there, and he's bleeding from multiple places. And his eyes are currently fading. And you hear the crowd shouting, "Punch! Punch! Punch!" And you're like, "Don't die! Kill him!"
Okay.
Your turn.
God. I don't want to cast anything else because he's gonna just fucking dodge it.
Hey, you don't know that. And mind you, the saving throw that you require your enemies to do, that will get better as you level up. In fact, Benton, when she rolled this character, did she just not roll high enough to get a plus? What does she have now? +4 to her wisdom?
+3, I
Really?
think.
Ah, man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but as you level up, you'll get chances to raise the amount by which
Okay.
so your spell casting gets more and more effective as you level. That's why, and honestly, he's just been getting extremely lucky on his rolls. That's he is also a more advanced enemy. Basic enemies would get fucking up. Hey, so it's your choice,
Okay,
but do remember you have a mace.
I was gonna say, like, can I just use that?
Yeah.
To hit him?
The difference is that is a strength. That is like when you roll that though. Does she have her mace macro set up in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you roll that, it'll factor in your strength and your proficiency bonus against his armor class.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just click
Or
on
just
it in
click
your
on it?
character sheet.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Well, let me click it. Well, let me click it.
Okay. Let's see if I can click it for you. Oh, what was that? Oh, that no, that one.
Oh, that was me clicking something.
Let me go ahead. Yeah, look, I got the mace to go. There you go. Oh.
Ah, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, you send your mace flying right at him, but he and just bats it off. And just no, I will not die in my arena. Makaris, you're up. Here, I'm Makaris. How'd you like to execute this?
Just put a lime green bolt through this guy's cranium,
Yeah.
making it explode.
Yeah, Inza, as you see him like parry your mace off and look down, you. And he lunges up his axes. You can tell he's gonna swing them down as hard as he possibly can with what remaining life force he has. You watch as an arc of green energy comes streaking forward and just drills a hole through his skull. And for a second, his body just goes limp. His eyes go wide. Blood begins to pour from the hole in his cranium. The axes drop from behind him. They land on the ground, and his arms slump, and he falls like a tree. And thuds on the ground.
And I just get covered in fucking brains and blood, and I'm just like, awesome, great. I'm so
Yep.
thrilled right now. Awesome,
With
great.
this, the crowd is silent. And begin to cheer again. Monsters! Oh! And they all cheer, and they all like. There's this half booing, half cheering with like bloodthirsty excitement.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say,
I don't know why.
like,
I did not mean to click that at all.
That's fine. You can click anything you want. I'm the one who. Ian's
Shit.
you feel a sneeze come on, and all of a sudden, you sneeze while accidentally saying the proper words for spare the dying, and the butcher rises back into health. Anyway.
I would literally kill everything. I would go absolutely ballistic.
That's what the butcher would do.
Yeah, so the crowd
Go
is cheering all
ballistic.
around you. Snaga and Avon are pushed up to your side while the guards surround you and latch your arms behind your back. With this, the announcer gets up and says, "Well, that's a little too much excitement for me, ladies and gentlemen. It seems our savage assailants have succeeded in the trial by combat and have earned their place for the rest of their lives in Cerberus Keep." And he extends his hand, and you look up and you see in the distance the large rectangular stone and metal building embedded in the mountainside that frames the entire city. The building itself seems as massive as the castle that sits underneath it. At this point, you actually notice there is, from the Colosseum, there's a strange series of mechanical contraptions leading from the highest point of the Colosseum's levels. It follows the mountainside. You can actually see there's currently moving. It's a carriage. There's currently wheeling up the mountainside toward the large structure embedded in its side, which you have now heard referred to as Cerberus Keep. And with that, you're all manacled, and you're all shoved off across the arena as the crowd is again a mix of jeering and celebration, hatred and adoration. You are led up the steps as the crowd watches. You're led up multiple steps in the Colosseum until you arrive at a carriage, and you're shoved into the carriage with guards surrounding you. The carriage door is shut, and as the carriage begins to wheel up, you see parting amidst the guards. They're currently just watching you. You see that same freakish-looking man with the bug eye and gaunt features standing there, watching you. You can hear him just chuckling to himself. Watching you go. That is where the session will end tonight. I apologize for ending early, but I'm
pretty tired.
I'm really wiped.
I'm very sleepy.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too, so I'm good.
Yeah, so we'll keep it to a minimum tonight. We'll definitely try to plan sleep schedules and rest as best you can for next Tuesday, so we can get a nice solid full session in. It's gonna be a doozy. So yeah. Alrighty, great stuff, guys. Way to not die. Okay.
Good night.
Good
Will
night.
you fucking stop, cat? Hey.